All right, traders, let's get started. Okay, the top 5 pairs you need to trade as a beginner in 2025 and why. All right, the first pair on my list is the Euro USD. All right, the Euro USD is the most traded currency pair in the world, and here is why. And it's recommended for beginners, and here is why. All right, okay, the Euro USD has super high liquidity, which means smooth executions, right? It also has tight spreads, okay? It also has low volatility compared to exotic pairs like gold and all other faster currency pairs, right? And it's not going to blow up your account. Another reason why I like this Euro USD is this. A lot of educational content, news coverage has been released as regard the Euro USD, right? Tons of educational content and news coverage has been released, so it's easy to stay informed, okay? And this pair is a go-to pair for learning all type of market movements. You're gonna see it on the Euro USD chart. Next up, USDJPY, right? A steady pair that follows trend. USDJPY, of course GBPJPY too is inclusive, but USDJPY, here is the reason why I consider this as my number 2 pick for you 2025 pair for beginners. Right, let's see. The USDJPY, given that Japanese interest rates have been low for decades, so this pair often reflects global risk sentiment. Look guys, the risk in trading this pair is relatively balanced, okay? You can easily know when you're wrong. You can easily know when you are in a bad trade. You can easily know where the trend is going. All right. Now, other reasons why this is considered a pair for you is that the trends are clean and the technicals are great for practicing patterns such as support and resistance. If you're a support and resistance trader, look, I will advise you as you're starting, just focus on few pairs. You can go with the Euro USD. You can go with the USDJPY, the GBPJPY. All Japanese pairs are good, all right? And that is the second pair on our list tonight, all right? Okay, now coming at number 3 for me is the GBPUSD, also known as the cable. Guys, you need to really see how this pair moves, right? GBPUSD can move in a particular trend for weeks. Those that know, they know. Right, and as a beginner trader, I feel is a great place for you to start. There is no point rushing, but here let's see why. Right, it's more volatile, right? It's more volatile than the USD, the Euro USD. It's more volatile than the Euro USD, right? And there are so many opportunities, but it has more risks though. Yes, this pair has more risks, right? But let's just see why it's still on our list, right? It is great for breakout strategies. Yes. In my last video, I taught you a break and retest strategy. That strategy can work very well on the GBPUSD because once it breaks out a particular layer or zone or support, up it goes. All right, and it's highly reactive to UK and US economic data, so it's relatively easy to know when to stay out of the market and to know when to be in the market. Okay, look. One of the things I struggled with as a trader is picking the right pair to trade. Most times I realize that most traders are good, but their system is not working well on the pair they are trading. And sometimes it makes them get tired of the whole process. And sometimes the traders are too glued to a particular pair that they don't even, realize that they need to like open up to other pairs and try it out and see. Okay, as you're starting, you need, I understand you might want to like be everywhere, okay, but look, you need to take it slow. Pick a particular pair, explore that pair, test your system over a month, over 2 months, 3 months. You can get your data and know what works for you, right? But avoid the high volatile pairs, okay, as a beginner, at least for the first 1 year, until your system is strong enough. Then you can scale up, then you can go for other pairs. So number 3 is this pair. Right now, let me tell you also why I feel like this pair is relatively nice for the beginners traders, especially in this 2025. Remember, we're in the Donald Trump market, right? And you can agree with me that London and New York session are the most volatile markets, right? So this pair is very active during the London and New York session, and it's perfect for you if you want to trade fast moving setup, but also you must learn how to use a stop loss. Talking about stop loss, let me enlighten you about stop loss. A lot of traders are afraid, or they don't like the word stop loss. Some are afraid of stop loss. Some are so scared when price gets near their stop loss. Look, it's actually the other way around. It's a stop loss, meaning that you should be proud that you have a stop loss. You're stopping a loss from continuing. It doesn't make you a bad trader. It doesn't make you the worst trader. All right? Send this video to someone that recently lost a trade or hit a stop loss in a trade. Okay? It's worse when you don't use a stop loss. A stop loss is meant to prevent you from further losses. All right? So for those of you that moves your stop loss during trading to avoid loss aversion, that's a very wrong practice in trading, right? So whenever you see a stop loss, it's just like you need to reprogram how you view stop loss psychologically, all right? It's a very essential tool in trading, which can help you prevent massive losses. Okay, so moving on this, my number 4 on the list is AUDUSD, right? This is an amazing pair for learning, especially for learning how macroeconomics affect price. AUDUSD, the Australian dollar versus the USD. Okay, let me tell you why I consider this pair to be highly effective for beginners, right? It's highly correlated with gold and Chinese economic data. So it's an alternative to gold if you want to monitor your consistency, right? Instead of going to trade the gold, you should trade AUDUSD, right? It's not as volatile as gold, but it's something more, easygoing than gold. Okay, and it's sitting right at our number 4. All right, clear trading behavior makes it easy to read charts. It makes it easy. All right, and then it reacts to news events like Australian jobs, RBA decisions, and it offers textbook reactions. It has a perfect swing trading strategy, and if you learn fundamentals, it's gonna help you perform better on this pair. Okay, the AUDUSD is friendly for beginners and is top choice for the 2025 market run. Of course, the market has just had the first 6 months, right, and it's starting the next quarter. Okay, in my next video I'm going to trade a quarterly theory and explain to you how vital time is in relative to trading. All right, but let's finish up this episode. Okay, now number 5, finally on my list, I have the USDCAD. all right, the Canadian dollar, and the nickname is the Loneer. Yeah, so this pair, why I consider it friendly for beginners is that it reacts closely to oil prices, giving you a secondary chart to confirm your bias, right? Those of you that follow the commodity, the economic news, the oil, the Canadian country, they deal more on oil exportations, right? So this pair gives you, it reacts to the movement of those commodities, right? So it reacts closely to oil prices, giving you a secondary chart to confirm your bias, which is good. You can always know who is having the upper hand in the market. All right, now lower daily ranges mean more time to plan entries and exits. Let's take that again. Lower daily ranges mean more time to plan entries and exits. Right, this is relatively good. It gives you more ample time to plan your entries and exits because it ranges accumulate order and then it initiates a movement, so you can clearly see the overall bias the market wants to go ahead of time. Right, not too fast. All right, okay, let's go. Oftentimes, like I said, it ranges most of the time. Yes, those that know, they know, right? But it helps you learn support and resistance trading. So if you want to really develop your skill using this pair 2025, you can practice the support and resistance trading strategy, which we're going to come up on this channel. We're going to treat the support and resistance trading style proper on this channel very soon. Okay, now there's a bonus tip for new traders. Of course, you know I always give you the best, right? Okay, number one bonus tip. All right, number one bonus tip: stick with major pairs. They have better liquidity and tighter spread. Okay, this one is for you. Stick to major pairs. All right, avoid the most volatile pairs. Stick to major pairs. It's going to reward you. It's going to help you master your system. Learn which pairs are most active during your available time zone. Look, time is very fractal in this market. Sometimes you might see a move in the market, all right, but so long as the right time for the right volume to enter the market is not yet there, that trade will not move. Of course, trust me from experience, that trade will not move. Okay, so learn which pairs react more within your time zone. This is going to help you know when to stay off the chart and when to come up on the chart and make an execution. All right, so another bonus point: use a demo account to test. Use a demo account to test before you risk real money. I repeat, before you risk real money, practice your system. Practice on a demo account. The forex market is rewarding, but it's a high risk market. Okay, it's a high risk market, and if you're coming to this market, like I said, you need to forget everything you know, because the market is gonna change you. Okay, study pair correlation so that you don't double your risks unknowingly. Taking unhealthy risks, scaling up too fast, adding more lot size too fast, all these are bad trading habits you should avoid as a beginner's trader, right? And most importantly, pick one pair and master it. You don't need to jump around. I keep saying this, I tell my students this, right? You don't need to jump around. One pair, one strategy, that's all you need to succeed in this market. One pair, one strategy. So a recap on this video: I said the top 5 pairs for beginners in 2025. The EURUSD, the number one, is known to be stable, easy to learn, right? The USDJPY, trend friendly, technically clean, right? Number 3, right up on number 3, I have the GBPUSD, volatility, but it's rewarded, right? And number 4, I have the AUDUSD, right? Macroeconomics insights, right? Macroeconomic insight. And number 5, and which is the last pair on our list, we have the USDCAD, which is great for range strategies. All right, support and resistance trading strategy. So guys, that's it. If you found value in this video, I would like you to follow my channel, drop a like, subscribe, and drop your comment. Let me know which pair you decide to trade in this next market run in 2025. All right, so don't forget, it's your boy, the Executioner FX, right? And this is the King's Crown Academy, where traders are crowned. So until I drop my next video, turn on your notification button so that you get to see when I drop the next content. Peace out.